Hi guys, good morning and welcome to another forecast for the upcoming week of trading. That's going to be the week of the 17th of February 2025. So I'm just going to jump right into it. I've got about four pairs lined up for the upcoming week that I like. And it's going to start off with Euro GBP. Well, like I said before on previous videos, I like to start off with the daily time frame. We've got the daily time frame lined up here nicely for Euro GBP. You can see overall Euro GBP is on a downtrend. It had a little pullback, then it continued downwards. But now it might be changing a little bit of direction. I think we're going to be pulling back to this trend line here. And maybe we might break the trend line or maybe we might continue to the downside. My forecast for the week is that Euro GBP is going to buy. All right. And why is that? Because if we look here, we can see it's created a trend. All right. All week last week, it's been meandering along this trend line, not breaking the trend line, but slowly, incrementally going higher and higher. And if we look to our left, that's the same thing that it did here until it eventually had a massive push to the upside. And I think that's what's going to happen here again. And we have quite a bit of news coming in for the euro on Friday that might push all the way to the trend line, but I'm hoping that the move starts before Friday so that we can get at least up to this point. So I'm thinking this is what's going to happen. I'm thinking that within this area here, we're going to have a nice opportunity to buy, and we can stop maybe somewhere around this level, the 83988 level. All right. Reason being is because if we look to the left of our screen, you can see this here is a very significant level. Price moves off of this point. It either rejects to the downside or it pushes us back to the upside. So right within this area, I think, at least prior to Friday, that is, price should push to this upside. What I would want to is so that price can retrace a little bit to this trend line, so we'll have a much nicer opportunity to buy from it and then continue on to the upside. All right, that's going to give us a greater risk to reward ratio. But that's my forecast for Euro GBP for the upcoming week. Next pair that I have lined up is the NZD CHF. Now I think this here is going to sell. I think this is at a nice area to sell. We had price moving off of this support during the week last week and then pushing to the upside, reaching a daily and what I believe is a weekly high as well. It's been quite some time since price broke past that. Yeah, so it reached not just a daily, but a weekly high. Now, it's possible that during the week, price can come a little higher up to this point here. But I do think ultimately what's going to happen is price is going to sell. So it might come, touch the upside here, and then sell all the way down. That's what I'm expecting because that's been a significant support and resistance, and it's been that way at least since October last year, right? 30th of October 2024. And it hasn't really broken that point to go up to the upside. So pretty strong reasoning for this sell. So this is what I expect next week. I would love it if price would come to this level here, the 51650 level. We can put our stop loss above that price point and sell all the way to the downside. But I think rather than go all the way to the downside, I think price might stop a little bit here in this area. Right? So I would love it if price continued higher to the 51650 area and then sell down. So this here would be ideal. That would be my ideal level that I would look for and then wait for the sell. Might happen that way, might not happen that way, but that's what I'm hoping for. And if I see it go that way, I'm going to take that trade. My next pair is the GBPNZD. All right. Now, this here, I believe, in the upcoming week will buy because we have a nice trend line here, a very nice trend line, and we have a significant support level. So what I'm expecting to happen is that price sells down to this support level, which at the same time, it would also reach this trend line. So you have a double reason there that would push price upwards. So you have a support and a trend line, which I believe shall push price upwards. So I expect this to happen and then make its way to the upside. So that's what I'm looking for this upcoming week. So I want price to be somewhere about here, which would give us a nice risk to reward. I'll put my stop loss below the wicks, and I will expect price to go to the upside for a nice 1 to 3. We also have news coming in for the NZD, right? And the AUD as well, the Australian dollar. They're supposed to drop their interest rates by, I think, a few basis points. So that should weaken the Australian dollar as well. And the GBP NZD as well as the GBP AUD, they move quite similarly. So if it weakens the Australian dollar, the GBP AUD shall rise. And I expect a quite similar move with the GBP NZD because they are trading partners, those two countries, those two islands. All right. And the last pair that I have is the CHF JPY. Now, this one I'm not too certain about, but as you can see, we have a nice trend here, and price is both at the trend line as well as a nice resistance level. And so that's why I'm expecting price to sell. But at the same time, there is a possibility that price can break this trend line and continue moving higher. And that's why I'm not too certain about it. I thought it would have made that move on Friday, but as you can see from that daily candle there, the movement was neither here nor there. So it's possible that price can break through, but I'm feeling this to be more like a sell, but we have to wait and see. I want price to reject this level, and I want price to form at least on the 4 hour. But what I want price to do is to do something like this. Go to the upside, reject, retest again, and sell down. So what I want is another 4 hour candle, a rejection candle on the 4 hour. All right. So I want a bearish 4 hour candle before I take this trade. And that would make me feel a lot more comfortable that price is going to go to the downside. Now, this is going to be the same for basically all the JPY pairs, because whatever one does, the other will do. All right. So that's it. That's my predictions for the week. If you guys have any questions, you can leave a comment.